Oh shit. Here we go again.
So, I've came back to For Honor into an amazing thing. I don't know how many of you like the new reworks. For sure, Raider got the best one. Like, Jesus, Raider is a beast now. But I didn't dislike. Like, I wasn't too blown away with the Lawbringer rework, but I didn't, hate it. In fact, I really do like it. It's a really good step in the right direction. Is it enough? No. I've said this already. Is it enough for my Lawbringer to be viable? No, it is not. It's a good change. It's more than enough for now, so you can sustain some damage, as to say, when it comes to sending his zone. But there's still something missing. As you know, there was really good stuff like like some chains. I love the fact that he added a heavy chain. That was so freaking amazing. I like that. Even if blocked, you can shove. Really love that. That's a really cool detail. I like the really fast top light. That's neat. The guard change is amazing. Super fast now. Not just in lights. It's so fast. You can just look at that. He can do a lot of things, but still he can't trade. No hyper armor. He's full of armor. Doesn't have hyper armor. That's a bit weird to me, since Berserker doesn't have that much armor. In fact, almost none, and he has a bunch of hyper armor. But I guess they didn't want to give him that. But I did not like how they nerfed what needed to be buffed. Like, pretty much what they made, they added a bit more chains and sped them up, and that's not what he needed. He needed an opener. He needed hyper armor to trade, and buff perhaps the long arm. But that's all he needed, honestly, in my opinion. If he had that and the change he has now, that would have been enough. But they didn't do that. In fact, they nerfed long arm. It's still slow. There's no point in doing it. Drains a lot of stamina just to do that, and then a heavy instead of doing a normal GB and that. And with normal GB, I mean in mix-ups, as in going into that, maybe mix up a bit, go into an unblockable GB, and that's what I mean. Instead of, doing exactly the same, but with your long arm, which takes more stamina, and it's just pointless. And plus, if you even land it, guess what? You get a side heavy. If you stop there, you get a free guard break if you don't continue, if you don't have stamina. So it's dangerous. Instead of just doing normal guard break. But other than that, I was pretty happy. I like the zone is a bit faster, and you can go into immediately into something. I like that a lot. But other than that, I feel like he needs, really, as I said, hyper armor. Without a doubt, he needs that. He needs an opener. You can take out the long arm, please. You can take it out. Because even, look, some characters can delay their bashes to this point. Lawbringer can only do to that. Do a really fast one, or that, instead of going that far. But that makes him very weak. But now I'd say he's at a B, like big B, high B tier or low A tier around those corners, mainly because of his side lights, not the top lights. I like the top lights, of course, like in that and continue his change, and I like that we have this and they sped this up, and I like that now we have a heavy into a light one. I like that a lot. But what I like is his side lights. It can't be blocked, and even if they're in chain, it won't be blocked. So what I mean with that is going into this and then going into that, and you can go. So it's pretty much in this chain that it's important, the heavy into light. It's pretty much what I feel like is the best thing you can use with his lights. Plus the shove. The shove now guarantees damage. Of course, that's amazing. And pretty much how you want to play Lobbing now is just delay all of his attacks to the max, because then you can mix up into a shove. You want to really delay them as much as possible. Really do love that his unblockable now guarantees a stunning tap, which means it's a lot of damage, 52 damage. And I do like that now if they're out of stamina. Not me, oops. Now that they're out of stamina, if you have your top guard, you're gonna get a lot of damage right here. But again, I feel like you need something. You can take off the long arm, like literally remove the long arm now that it's pretty much useless. Just remove it. There's no point in having it, or at least make it feintable or soft feintable. Actually, if you could make it soft feintable, that would be amazing. Or give it hyper armor. Give it some hyper armor. That would be awesome. And instead of doing a normal heavy, why not give it like a special attack? Like as it's flipping, you can get a top a special top attack. You know, so just so you have that. But I guess they didn't want to do that. But it's a bit sad, but you know. Again, what I do love about the rework, now that even on whiff, you can do a follow-up, even on block. Really love that his chain lights on the side can be stopped by a block. That's a really nice touch, in my opinion. I don't know if other people like it. Plus it does around 4 chip damage. Yeah, 4 chip damage, so that's pretty neat. While the heavies do around 6. Yeah. So it's, well, in this case did 3, but it varies. As in, if you go into that and then go into the last light, it'll do 4. If this one will do 3. So it's a neat thing. But again, I agree on my friend Lion King. I really do agree on his judgment. I know why he's frustrated with the rework, and it's not what he wanted, but he continues being what he was, the parry king. When after any parry, you get just so many options. It's insane. And I really do love it. Me. Go for that, because you can do a stunning tap, go into a side like. Of course, it's gonna do that. So you can go. I gotta talk about that one later. You can do the impale, of course. You can do an impale. You can even do a zone. And from the zone, it's 22 damage, and you can guarantee something more, if I'm not mistaken. Crap. Let me... Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can guarantee some more stuff, so... At least I did it before. I don't know if I can pull it off here. I do that, then you can go into a heavy. And that's 52 damage. I think it's more than this. No, it's not. Wait, let me see. Wait, I delayed it too much. Excuse me. And you can go. Oh, god damn it. Let me see. There you go. Going to that again. Yeah. So that's the new parry punish, I think. Because this is only 20 damage. I was curious to see if I could. No. I can't like backstep after, so yeah, that the new parry punish is zone into top heavy. It's a neat thing since it's faster. You can also, you know, do that, go into screw that up, I'm sorry. That's only 10 damage. Can do that, I guess, but the new parry punish is zone, very early zone. You gotta do it very early. Then from there you can just continue your combos, do whatever you want, be the lawbringer you always wanted to be. Of course, you also almost forgot mentioning me light attack, put that move cooldown and yeah, I'm sorry. Jesus. Yeah, you can go into that and then tap. Just a neat thing. You can go into a quick tap. It's the max. I really do hate that they nerfed the damage, but I understand why. But they should have kept the damage as it was. I'm not being able to. The heck is happening to me? What is this? Jesus. Okay. But yeah. My opinions. Very good step in the right direction. They're going in a good step, but not enough. Without a doubt, not enough. It needs a lot more. Good opener. Needs a really good opener. If he gets a good opener, Lobbing will be a very good character, a very solid character. Right now, he is a very solid character, mainly because of his mix-up potential. I'll show you here. As you can bap, bap, bap. That's just me being silly, by the way. Of course, you're not gonna do that many lags, you know. You might want to mix up, do a lot of lights at the start, you know. Maybe you'll think you're gonna just keep doing that, so you go into a heavy, and from there you can do whatever you want. You can go into a shove, you can go into a light, and honestly, just keep now that Lawbringer. Oh, and before I talk about anything, I really do like the change he had, because before Lawbringer was the type of character where, okay, I'm gonna attack and done. Pretty much he does his stuff, and from there he can't do much more, so that would be the chance where your opponent would continue their chains and whatnot. Now, that's not the case, because Lawbringer, even if he whiffs his like his attacks, he can still like go into a shove. So you wanna, he's gonna dodge a bunch and whatnot. And most people, of course, it's a bot, so you'll know. But I mean, when they dodge, you're unblockable. So they might guard break and you can continue from there. Do love that after this the attacks come pretty fast. So if they try and, you know, block you or something like that, they won't be able to. I mean guard break, not block. Another thing is the zone guarantees that, because they can't dodge after that. So it doesn't guarantee, but it's very safe. Even if they try dodging. Of course, if it's an assassin. He can deflect you. So maybe start doing that. Then do a heavy. They might get caught. I haven't tried that myself, but I can see it working. But after the rework, the difference I felt on Lawbringer was the mix-up potential. A lot more fun. I'm having a lot more fun with Lawbringer. He doesn't have to turtle anymore. He doesn't have to end his chains all of a sudden. And of course, he can just continue his chains and get to his unblockables faster thanks to the side lights. That's just a good touch. And after you know a parry, you can do a light and go immediately into that, so you can just continue your combos and whatnot, and you can reach your unblockable faster. That's a really cool thing. I usually do that because it's super fast. Honestly, it's like insanely fast. Of course, it can bounce off, so you want to make sure they don't have their guard on the top. You want to make sure it's on the side, so you can go into that and just mix them up from there. And you can delay the bash pretty nifty, like so. But yeah, you can delay the bash slightly, like so. You can just do it immediately. Oh, never mind, you can't. Well, that's a bummer. Okay, that's a big oof. I'm sad about that one. I actually thought you could. That's a bit sad. But other than that, I think the rework is a neat thing they did. Really improved the character. Enough? No way. Just not enough. It needs a lot more. But if they continue going in this direction, it'll be good, in my opinion. They just need to realize that polearm doesn't need to be nerfed. It needs to be buffed, in fact. I understand why they did it, because in 4v4s, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal. So you're gonna get revenge really fast when you're on his back, because of others attacking. So pretty much what I do when I'm on his back is just spam triangle in case the revenge pops up, and I can just not die immediately. Plus, it's pretty slow, so even in 4Z, if you pay close attention, and if it's like a 2v1, I can see you dodging that pretty easily. So, but with that nerf, I feel like he lost part of himself, because he in 4v4s he relied a lot on that. It was pretty much his bread and butter, and the fact that they nerfed it is just abysmally horrifying. But again, I enjoyed the rework. I like how they did it for the start. I like how they kind of went in a particular direction where they wanted him to be a little more mix-up heavy, because he is a hybrid of a heavy and a vanguard. So they want he feels like kind of like a very heavy vanguard now, and that's good, because before he just felt like a heavy. Now he feels like a vanguard kinda. It's something my friend Lion did say, and I agree. I didn't speak about that, but I think he had a good point, because yeah, now he's just pretty much a vanguard, and I like it. I actually do like it. He's a perfect hybrid. He gets the things he should get, like the buffs he gets by being a hybrid. Really, I like that. Since he gets a lot more renown and stuff, and all his all his things now, you know, get him more renown. So Now he's just really good in 4v4s, as not being so annoying and more of a character that can defend the points and create some neat diversions with his unblockables instead of, you know, polearm, impale, and whatnot. Oh yeah, before I forget, impale, that got nerfed, and that was not necessary. Come on. Like when you had him on the pole and he dragged him, the damage reduction wasn't that big even, so there was no point in nerfing that, but they did. So I guess they just felt like it needed a nerf, but it really didn't. I'm really sad about that, but you know, what can you do? They don't listen. But that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Just felt like speaking a bit because I've kept my mouth shut for a long time now. To sum it up, yes, I like the rework. No, it's not enough. I need some more. So I guess that's pretty much, that's gonna wrap it for now. I'll be making a new video, a music video, with this new outfit because I'm digging this a lot. I like how I use a bunch of, I really like the cape. I like how the gray fits in. And I like this part on the arms with the sun eye, and on this part is a very unique shoulder piece with my signature symbol, the corrupted sun. On the chest I just have this simple thing but fits well because it looks like the white is gonna connect on the cloth, so we go like that. But yes, again, thank you a lot. Thank you a lot for your support. I might not be the biggest YouTuber out there, but I'm definitely the one with the best subs, the best supporters. And honestly, before I leave you guys, I will say thank you a lot to Assassin, Lookspec, even if I'm forced to say it, Red Panda. Yeah, I hate him, but he's a good supporter, he's a good guy. Lion King, absolutely. Like, Lion King is just my right arm. I love him. He's one of my, without a doubt, best friends because I've had my crisis with him. We've had some fights before, but we never end up being too mad at each other because we know we didn't mean it at the end of the day. So I'm glad he continues making videos because he's without a doubt one of the persons I love to watch, even a lot more than PewDiePie. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thank you a lot, and continue being awesome.